Yet another instance of targeted killing. A Kashmiri Pandit was shot dead by terrorists in Shopian. Puran Krishnan Bhatt was attacked near his residence and was shot dead in cold blood. In fact, he was declared broad dead when he was rushed to the hospital. It was too late by then. Security forces have cordoned off the area and a manhunt has been launched to nab the terrorists behind the killing. But the question remains, there are political parties in the valley who are yet to take a stand against Islamist terror. They've in the past glorified the likes of Burhan Wani. Via their silent token condemnation and tweets will not be enough.
Another target killing incident took place in South Kashmir, Shopian district. Right now, in fact, we are on spot. This is the exact spot where this PK Pandit, in fact, Kashmiri Pandit was targeted. He was 41 when, in fact, two militants, police says one, in fact, targeted him and he received critical injuries, following which he was shifted to district hospital Shopian, where in fact he succumbed to his injuries. Now senior police officials, in fact DIG South Kashmir and senior police officials, CRPF officials, district administration officials in fact present here. This is the exact spot where in fact he was targeted. In fact one of the bullet has in fact hit this wall here of this building. This is in fact the property of PK Pandit, who was here in residing here. He in fact had not left Kashmir Valley, but now was targeted today by the terror group. In fact now there are in fact police, as per the initial investigation, one of the militant targeted him. And remember, this is the location, just 200 meters away is the army camp. Their police also says that one police guard was deployed for the protection of this Kashmiri Pandit family here in South Kashmir Shopian district.
इसमें हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि इसका रीज़न क्या है, क्योंकि वो स्कूटर से उनके किसी अपने जान पहचान के साथ ही वो स्कूटर से कहीं बाहर गए हुए थे और वो स्कूटर से लौटे थे. वो अकेले नहीं थे, वो दो लोग थे. इनिशियल इन्वेस्टिगेशन में जो भी चश्मदीदों की ओर से है कि टारगेट करने वाला एक ही था जो इस पे सामने था. आगे पीछे अगर कहीं कोई छुपा हो वो तो अभी किसी ने स्पॉट किया नहीं है. तो चीज़ें अभी चल रही हैं और चीज़ें भी क्लियर हो जाएंगी.
Senior editor Pradeep Datta now joining us live. Pradeep, what was Puran's fault? Why was he killed? Who will answer his family?
That's a question everybody here, Pranesh, is asking, that what has been fault of Puran Bhatt, what has been fault of Rahul Bhatt, what has been fault of Rajni Bala. I think that story of that was scripted 32 years back, that story is even continuing today. We have seen that time also. The Pak-sponsored terrorists, they raised the slogan of Nizam and Mustafa. That means they wanted members of one particular faith. And even today we have seen that Caliphate Brigade is trying to wipe out the footprints of Hindus. They are trying to generate fear. Why they are targeting them? Because they are targeting Hindus, they are targeting Hindustanis, and they are targeting symbols of Hindustan. Let me speak to some of the people here and try to find out. जो ये लगातार हिंदुओं को टारगेट करते जा रहे हैं, कितना दुखद है. आप इनके परिवार के सदस्य देख सकते हैं. दुखद की घड़ी है, मुझे मालूम है.
दुखद तो है. ये बहुत बड़ी दुखद घटना घटी है इस समय. इस दुखद घड़ी में क्या हम कह सकते हैं इससे ज़्यादा. मतलब ये तो इस समय ना हमारे पास बंदूक है ना कुछ है, तो फिर भी हमें ही टारगेट किया जा रहा है, हमें ही मारा जाता है. तो ये समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि हमने इतना क्या पाप किया है जो कि मतलब हमें ही टारगेट कर रहे हैं.
कि हिंदू होना एक गुनाह बन गया, हिंदू को
वाकई ही जानते हैं. हमने तो ऐसा कोई गलत बात नहीं की.
तो है वो हिंदू बनना तो गुनाह है, हिंदू होना ही गुनाह है, कश्मीरी पंडित होना गुनाह है. गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही है? कुछ नहीं कर रही है. हमारे बेल्ट फोर्सेस है, क्या कर रहे हैं? हम तो सर 35 साल से भुगत रहे हैं ये चीजें. 35 साल से जम्मू में आओ, जम्मू में बैठे, यहाँ पर डोगरा चल रहा है, वहां पर जाओ.
मुझे एक बात बताइए कि जैसे ये जो टारगेट कर रहे हैं, कई बार हमारे नेता लोग आते हैं कि पाकिस्तान से बातचीत करनी चाहिए, पाकिस्तान से बात.
आप पाकिस्तान से क्यों? हु इज पाकिस्तान? इज पाकिस्तान फीडिंग अस? हम क्यों पाकिस्तान को बीच में ला रहे हैं? हमारी अपनी फोर्सेस नहीं है.
So they are saying why these netas keep on parroting one line, why they really want a dialogue with Pakistan. Civil society देखा है हमने बाहर आती है. आपको लगता है कि आज भी सिविल सोसाइटी को बाहर आना चाहिए कश्मीर में, कश्मीरी हिंदुओं के लिए बोलने?
वो तो आते नहीं, आना चाहिए था. जैसे वहाँ पर किसी को
ये कश्मीरी पंडित को आर्मी कर रहे हैं कि हम भी गन कल्चर अडॉप्ट करें, हम भी जहाँ पर मुसलमान मिले हम उसको काटें और बाद में बोलें पाकिस्तान की गई है. बेसिकली दे वांट दैट.
आर्मी से कोई मर जाता है तो सर उसके लिए सभी चलाते हैं वहाँ पर। यहाँ हिंदू मरता है कोई बात ही नहीं करता है। सिविल सोसाइटी का कौन सा आदमी वहाँ पर आया आज जो पूरन जी मर गया तो इसके लिए किसी ने बात की कि ये गलत हो गया?
They are asking very important question. One question is that why the Kashmiri Hindus and Pandits are being targeted. Second question is that why these netas keep on often parroting one lie dialogue with Pakistan, because all these people are suffering because of Pakistan and Pak-sponsored gun culture. They say there is nothing called Kashmiriat. All they are seeing is Shariat in Kashmir. They are saying that it was in 1989 when that composite culture fabric was completely torn apart by the gun culture that came from across the border. And the third question is that why civil society is acting as a mute spectator, why they are not uttering a word, how long they will remain silent. If they really feel that it's all about pluralistic culture, they're talking about Kashmir, then this is the time they should come out. They're saying if something happens from security forces side, they come out on street. That time they do not have any kind of a fear. But today, why they are not coming out, why they are not speaking for the Kashmiri Muslim, Kashmiri Pandit brethren? And then again, it's a betrayal. Why it's a betrayal? When 32 years back, more than 5 lakh Kashmiri Hindus, they left their home because of Pak-sponsored terrorism. Puran Bhatt preferred to stay back along with his family there in Kashmir Valley, with his Muslim family members. But today, what really has happened? I think nobody came to save him and nobody is speaking for him. That's what they are saying. They are saying this is the biggest ever betrayal. The majority community have a responsibility. Majority community will have to speak. Majority community will have to come out. How long they will say that it is because of the fear of the gun they are not speaking. But if they can speak out against the security forces, they should also speak out against the terrorists. But the problem is that they do not have any kind of a fear. This is basically a kind of a propaganda, and they keep on lying through their teeth, saying it's a kind of a false narrative they try to run, that there is a fear from security forces. But the reality is that there is a fear of terrorism, and there are people who are sympathetic toward terror-related activities. But these family members continue to suffer. You can see there is almost a tear in each and every eye. He was in his 40s and lost his life. What was his fault? He was in his orchard when terrorists came and they opened fire, killing him on spot. And the same thing had been the fate of Rajni Bala also. She was trying to provide education. Deepak Chand again was trying to provide education. Supinder Kaur, she was also the principal in the school. She was also trying to build a strong foundation of
the people who advocate talks with Pakistan, people who whitewash terrorism and Islamist radicals are glorified by these people in Valley must today look within and think, because family members of Puran Bhatt are asking some fundamental questions. Pradeep, thanks for joining us. We're moving on